Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. How you all doing? So, in today's video, I'll be talking about food poisoning. So, let's get started. Food poisoning is also called foodborne illness. It's an illness caused by eating contaminated food, infected food, so food that are not good is called food poison. So this infected organism can contaminate your food at any point of process or production. What causes food poison? Let's know what causes food poison. Contamination of food can happen at any time. Like I said before, it can happen at any time of production, of growing, of harvesting, of processing, of storing, shipping or preparing food. This is the interval in which food can be contaminated. So especially when preparing food or storing food, these are the major events in which food can be contaminated. So it can be transferred from an organism from one surface to another. So what are the signs and symptoms of food poison? Sickness caused by food poison generally lasts for a few hours to several days. The symptoms can start within an hour after eating food poison, after eating contaminated food. So it can start immediately, an hour, and lasted for days or weeks if care is not taken. Like I said before, if you eat contaminated food, what are the signs and symptoms in which you will be facing? So number one first signs and symptom is vomiting. Vomiting is a sign of food poison. Diarrhea, severe stomach pain, you'll be having severe stomach pain. There is also stooling, like I said, which is diarrhea. There's high temperature. There's also dehydration. So these are the signs of food poison. You can see a doctor if you notice you are vomiting, stooling at the same time, having stomach pain, severe stomach pain at the same time. This is an indication that you have eaten contaminated food. So how can we prevent this? There are ways in which we can prevent eating contaminated food at home. The first thing we need to talk about is your hands must be properly washed with soap and water before eating. Before eating anything, your hand must be properly washed. After going to toilet, your hand must be properly washed so that you will not contaminate your food. Another thing I would like to talk about is separating raw food from cooked food. You have to separate each food so that it will not be contaminated, because raw food, there's an organism, you understand. So after preparing it, you can kill the organism by cooking it thoroughly. So you have to separate raw food from cooked food. Another thing I will say is cook food for a safe temperature. There's a particular temperature or a right temperature in which you have to cook your food so that you can able to kill any harmful organism in most food. So there's a right temperature or there's a right time in which you have to cook your food. There's a different time in which you cook your meat and your vegetable. So you have to cook it properly so that you can kill any harmful organism. Another thing is throw it out when in doubt. Like I said, if you are doubting any food that this food is spoiled, throw any food. If you notice that it is spoiled, throw it away. It's not good for your body. Instead of you running from one point to another, running from parlour to toilet, you should have to throw any food that you have doubt. Another ways in which you can prevent food poisoning is proper washing of your vegetables and fruits. Another thing is be careful of the water you drink or the food you eat. Like I said before, there is a means in which you can contaminate your food, especially through preparation, storage, production, harvesting, in which these are the ways in which food can be contaminated. So be mindful of the food you eat outside. You don't know how they prepare it. Be mindful of what you eat. Be mindful of what you buy. The fruit you buy from outside, be mindful of what you buy. Look at the food very well and don't eat it along the roadside. Get home, wash it with a warm water with salt. These are ways in which you can prevent contaminated food. Otherwise, you will land yourself in the hospital. So that will be the end of health awareness. So if you like this video, please give this video a very thumbs up, like, share, comment, and send to your friend. Don't forget to subscribe also. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying behind. See you some other time. Bye bye.